Welcome to Kier and Kier's Kingdom Connection, featuring
my dad, Reggie Key, and
my dad, Kier Hopkins Smith.
I made sure. I knew it.
Yeah.
Before we even connected, I was like, yeah, I'm about to rip his hand off.
That was a good one right there, boy. That was a good one. That was a good one. Welcome, everybody. This is Kier and Kier's
Kingdom Connection.
Yes. And we are back, and we are continuing. We're continuing. Oh, man, we are on episode 5. Yes, we are. Talking points, right?
Real
talking points. Real talking points.
Courtesy of, what's Dez's last name?
I don't know Dez's last name. I'm going to have to ask Josiah what Dez's last name is so we can give him a proper shout out.
Yep.
Yes. We just know his name is Dez. And we got a chance to meet the young man. And we've just been answering the the list of questions that he sent us. And we're honored to be able to answer them and be able to give and allow you to hear from our experiences and what the Lord has given and revealed unto us. But
I got to get this out. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Do it.
Dez, we need your last name, bro. Because what my head is doing, instead of saying Dez, it's saying D's. And there's only one way that can end. There's only one way that can end for me, sir.
Only one way that these ends.
I'm gonna need your last name.
You gotta have the last name. I'm about to text right now because I got to get that out of his head. I got it. But Dez, we got you, homeboy. So this one, even as we went through your questions, and Reggie has pretty much said that this one's gonna be a one question day, because this one is a really good one. But here's what you pose as a question: do you believe love is a feeling, a choice, or a spiritual discipline? Why? And I'm going to hand that one over to Reggie to answer first.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
so
let's get it.
It's all three, depending on what stage in life you are in. And I'm not saying it's all three in every stage.
Right.
Each stage of your life, you get a different depth and dimension to love.
Now we talking.
Right? So outside of the love that I had for my family, like when I say had, I mean for my mom, I still love them, of course. Right. But growing up, I had a love for my mother, my sister, and my father that wasn't really a choice. It was just there.
Right.
And it took me having my first girlfriend as a junior in high school, where one day we're talking and she was like, yeah, I love you. And I was like, what? And it wasn't me being this, macho, like,
no, I got you.
I was just like,
this is the introduction, right? This is the first.
Like that word is only reserved for my family. No, for real. Like, I was like,
I get you on that. You like, hold up now, hold up.
And so when she walked through, and it wasn't an emotional at the time. She wasn't like crying or nothing like that. I mean, when she walked through it, I was like, I didn't know that you could do that. I didn't know that you could love outside of your family. And so I was like, all right, let me chew on that. And later I came back with a choice to say, like, I love you too. Yeah. Right. And so that began to broaden my view on what love is and how it can be applied differently from my family. Gotcha. And then, of course, so you say, is it a choice? Is it an emotion?
A choice, or a spiritual discipline?
And so, then as time grew on with this young lady, it became an emotional type of love. But I think the emotional type of love, though emotions are good, emotions, you gotta be very careful when you're walking in emotional love.
Yes.
Because it loves aggressively, it loves fiercely, and if you're too young, it will overtake you.
Yes. That's good. I like the way you put that.
And it can overtake you as a grown person if your mentality is still stunted or immature through trauma.
Yes.
Right? Because we know trauma
or ignorance.
Experience trauma
or ignorance, right.
It stunts your growth.
Yep.
Psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, all that. And so that emotional love lost me though. Like I got lost in it. And I got lost in it twice. With her and with a young lady in college. And so this place where it became a discipline happened upon marriage.
Heard that.
Because now, though I chose to love my wife Kiana before she was my wife. Though I emotionally loved her in a way that didn't overtake me,
right,
or cause me to compromise my morals, because that's what it did the first two times.
Got you on that.
We began to walk out this love because now God was really, really involved in it. And that's the stabilizer right
Come
there.
on, bro. Say that.
That's the stabilizing
That is the
agent,
stabilizer.
because he
Yes,
is
he
love.
is.
1 John 4:8.
Right.
And so that's when the
Stabilizing agent.
discipline came in.
Come on.
Right? And that discipline is ongoing. That discipline still goes today. That discipline still shows me pockets where it's like, you thought you had it, but you got to expand it some more, though. You know how they find it, like, I saw an article and it said, scientists have found a portal to the fifth dimension. And I'm like, I don't know about that, but it's the fifth dimension to love.
Yes, it is.
I don't know how many there are, but when I walk through them, I'm like, oh, it's another door. It's another gate. It's another level. Right. Children will bring that out. So
yes, they will.
I will, and each child will bring that out.
Come on, bro.
Because how you love one child, not that you have favorites. We're
not talking about favorites, right? We're just talking about learning
Jacob
love.
Out here.
Yeah.
Right? Jacob, right?
Yeah.
But we're saying like, the way in which I approach this first one is not the way in which I approach this second, third, and fourth.
Right.
In your case. And so that just is a discipline, because discipleship is not a one-time thing. It's a lifelong commitment.
Yes.
And that's where love really begins to work on you more so than just being expressed to someone else.
Yeah. No, that's good, bro. That's good, because you talked about God being the stabilizer. That right there, for me, in the midst of those three questions of feeling, choice, and discipline, it's the stabilizer. Because even though, yes, can love be a feeling? Yes, you can feel that love coming on. You can feel that love starting to spark, right? I know I did with Star. I felt that thing. Like, within the first week of us meeting each other, I could feel it, because unlike you, I didn't have any loves before her.
Okay.
Like, none of the women that I was with did I ever have a place where I even thought or expected or believed or even ventured into the place of love. No, they was cool to hang with. You good. Like, we good, you good, we good. Let's just.
It was cool to hang and bang. Like,
yes. Yeah, that was it. It was hanging and banging, right?
Just keep it honest.
That's what it was. I mean, listen, and whether they fell in love with me, that was on them, but they wasn't ever going to get in reciprocation, because in my head, even though I wasn't in the Lord at the time, I really and truly was like so valued marriage and valued who I was going to be with, that whoever that person was, that's who gets all that.
Same.
That's who gets that. So if you just hang and bang, you don't get that. You just temporary. So with her, I felt that. I did feel it. But I will tell you, 20 plus years of being together and 20 plus years of being married, there are moments I don't feel it. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's just keep it 100.
Yep.
There are moments I don't feel it. I'm in the couch looking for the feeling. I'll be at drawers. Is that feeling in there? No.
I got
Jesus.
75. I got 76 change. 76. What is it called? Change? 76 cents and change in the couch.
I ain't found that feeling of
popcorn
love.
kernels.
Right. Everything is in there. Pens, everything. Remote control, but love ain't there. But like you said, the choice. Yes. Is it a choice? Because now there's a choosing. And like Reggie said, it isn't just a one-time thing. This is where love now goes into an enduring love, a long-standing love, right? Because you got to choose that thing every day.
Suffering.
Right.
Love.
It is true.
Patient
love, right? And that was something that I wanted for my marriage. I didn't necessarily see that in my family, though, because my family is littered with divorce. So they would show me a love to a degree, but I didn't necessarily see that, oh man, this couple been married to their first for 50, 60, 70 years and have this strong love bond. Nah, I didn't. I was denied that. So that idea of choosing and keep choosing, because yes, you're going to have to choose it, right? Absolutely. Because what happens when you're with somebody, whether it's a friendship, a kinship, a relationship, romantic, But there's something there, and that person might be off, and they might be off for a little while. Can you choose to love them?
Yeah, you know what I tell people a lot, and I don't think I've yet to have someone process this the way I want them to. I'm like, when they get to complaining about whoever they're with, whether it's their spouse, their girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, I'm like, look, let's assume they never change.
Ooh.
Let's assume they never change from this point that you keep. Let's assume they never change. What's your response to them? Because the only person that truly you can ever change in a relationship is you.
Is yourself.
And so if you cannot change yourself, and I'm not saying compromise yourself, right. I'm saying if you can't mature in a way that says, okay, I'm going to allow the fruit of long suffering. Yeah. I'm going to allow the fruit of love. Yeah. I'm going to allow the fruit of, faithfulness. Yeah. I'm going to cultivate these things while they're in this season, in this stage, however long it takes. Yeah. I'm going to be in this garden getting this fruit out to deal with this person in their unlovable state. Because I say this to people too. If you want to produce the fruit of love, God will put you around some unlovable people.
Yes, He will.
And be like, literally eat that.
Yeah, eat that.
Right. Yeah. And so if a person can't come to grips with that, then that's a problem. Yeah. Because ultimately, where we're going with this. That type of love that continues to pursue you despite your hard-headedness is, again, God's love.
It's that God's love towards us. And being able to reciprocate that, right? That while we were yet sinners and yet enemies, yet here He is loving and dying, loving and doing. So here He is asking us to reciprocate that. So is it a discipline? Bro, yes, and then yes again. To discipline the mind and the heart. Bro, okay, so just because I'm a movie buff and movies are just my thing, and sometimes when it comes to being this man of God, we be trying to hit and miss on our movies because there's some stuff that be great to me and it'd be a bust to him, and it's only
happened once, man.
I know, but still, I got a feeling. I got a feeling I'm gonna have another one.
I had the other guys, and you sat there like, I'm like, oh, I thought that was hilarious.
And then I had the legend, and I was like, bro, you gonna love this? And he was like,
I'm gonna give this back to you though.
Got a feeling it's gonna be more. But I'm a movie buff. So there was a movie called When a Man Loves a Woman. Andy Garcia and Meg Ryan.
I can't
Meg
remember.
Ryan was an alcoholic.
Okay.
But she didn't start out as an alcoholic. She built that alcoholism in their marriage, and it started tearing their marriage apart.
Yeah, that's tough.
And he had to love her through this season when she was 100% unlovable, which stereotypically is usually the other way around.
Yeah, I'm glad they flipped it.
Right? It's usually the man that has the issue, and the woman's got to be the one who holds the cord. But this time, it was the man holding it. Bro, that gripped that one. The heck out of me. Yeah. It gripped me because I was like, and my man had to keep the family because they had children. And the children are watching their mother go down this hole, right? And here he is loving, going to therapy, trying his best to... but he's holding on. And bro, that movie had me in tears because I was like, fam, the love it would take to hear this woman say what she said to him, but he would say, it's not her, it's the alcohol talking. Yeah. To see past it take a lot. That's discipline.
Can you say that for the person's sin?
Woo!
It's not them. It's the sin in them. And that's exactly what Paul says. Didn't he say, hey, if it's something that I want to do that I do not do, or something that I do that I don't want to do, then it's no longer me that does it, but the sin in me.
That's right.
And so this is where, we're assuming though that your spouse or your loved one is saved. Yeah. Because there's a distinguishment that can be made for a believer. Yeah. That you can't make for somebody that's not saved. Right. Like your sin is you. Right. Before Jesus comes.
Jesus, right.
Right. So there's no way to separate the two. Just like this who you are. Right. Right. And of course there's potential for them to be saved, but it's like either way, can you sit in that?
Yeah. Can you sit in that? And that's one of the things that scripturally in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, which is a beautiful chapter, like most of it is talking about marriage and helping understanding. And even Paul, he's like, listen, I give this to you. This is not God. He says, if you have a believing spouse and an unbelieving spouse, if the unbelieving spouse chooses to remain with you, then you're not to give that other unbelieving spouse over. You're not to shut the door, but to stay with them. Now, if they choose to not be with you because of your belief, then you're free from them. But what if they choose to stay? But yeah, they're not yet giving themselves to Christ yet. But hey, you made the decision. Whether y'all was both unsaved and one got saved, or if one was saved and one wasn't. You see, it's like, man, inside of that, can you love through? And that's it, man. That's the disciplines that's required. Because listen, I have moments, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I got moments when I know I'm unlovable.
Yep. Same.
I got great moments, not just like blue moon moments. I got moments, okay? And my wife has expressed her like, man, you made it tough for me because you had seasons where your head and your mind and your thoughts were in spaces, and I'm like, God, where is he? And I said, listen, understand those moments where you was asking that question, I was asking that question too. And it wasn't about you, it was about myself.
Yeah.
I was asking about myself. But she was willing to stay the course and stay with. And so, yeah, is there a discipline? Absolutely. Because it's an enduring thing. What's up?
You know, the ultimate example of discipline, and I put this out there before, and
Come on,
the
what you
dude
got?
completely fumbled it because he could not see past a transgression that he thought his wife made that she did not do. And they ended up getting divorced because I posed this question, and I feel bad to this day because I think one of them looks at me like, this is your fault. But the husband could not. He got it in his mind that his wife had cheated on him with like a young dude too.
Okay.
And I was like, that is not what happened. And I kept trying to minister to him, but he kept harping on this one. No, but she cheated and this, that, and the thing, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? Let's just address the elephant in the room. Let's say she did. Now what? Now what?
Yeah.
Let's say she did. Can you take on the forgiveness that comes with the love of Christ,
Right,
and forgive her?
yeah.
And ultimately, he couldn't.
He couldn't.
But I told him, I was like, go to Haggai. Look at this prophet whom the Lord said, you're going to marry a harlot, though. Because I need you to be able to speak to my people and say, you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You stepping out on me with other gods. You're going to whoring after other gods. I'm jealous for you. But you are out here with somebody else. And the only way that prophet was going to be able to say that with some conviction, God was like, marry this harlot right here, though.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Bro, that story, small correction, it's Hosea. And
My fault. What I say, Haggai?
Haggai, yeah. I got
My fault,
you.
thank
Small
you.
correction, I got you.
No.
But yes, that story is powerful because that is the epitome of the adulterousness and God showing that you went a whoring on me. You committed adultery against me.
Taking his name in vain.
Right. You did this against me, and yet here I am, loving you, restoring you, and bringing you back.
Ready to receive.
Right? Ready to receive you back. And here he is having them out. Listen, God bless Jose. When we get to heaven.
But the dap him. I'm going to have to give him the dap her around
That
heaven.
around
like,
the world.
bruh,
Around heaven, bro.
Salute you, sir.
Big salute to my prophet, Jose, because had it been me, I'd been like, let's talk about this for a moment. What she do?
Look. they had mantles back in the day, right? I'm like, you know what, though? Here you go. I'm not the one.
God chose the right one. Because had he came to me, I don't know it would have been the right one, brother. I'd have been like, ooh, well, I'm gonna need a different assignment. But it is, bro. And that's why, just for you, Des, and for everyone listening, you know, love is powerful. God is love, as Reggie has said this, and the scriptures tell us that. So there's so much inside of it. And I need us to make sure that we are shifting our lenses, that we're seeing love through God's eyes and not through what the world chooses to give us, right?
That's good to say.
That we have to make sure, because the world will love to give us every AI variation of love, right?
Don't get me started on that.
I know.
It's people,
I know.
It's people booing
Real.
up with these AI.
Yeah, real talk. And so you go off with, what is love? And AI give you 1 billion. But the Bible says there's only one.
No, I need to make sure you understand what I was saying.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Nah, I talked to a dude who's big into, you know, that field, right? And he was
Okay.
like, no, there are people who they're married and they are in romantic relationships with these AI chatbots. And the spouses are like, hey, because clearly the chat box is going to tell you what you want when you want, right? And so because it takes the pressure off of their spouses like, you know what, go ahead, have at it. And that's an immature type of love where you're with an entity now because it's telling you what you want when you want whenever you want.
Oh my Lord!
Yes, we're hearing it. They made a movie about that a couple of years ago.
I'm sure they did.
With Scarlett Johansson and
Oh,
Joaquin
yeah.
Phoenix.
Yep.
Her, right?
Mhm. Yep.
And it's actually happening
Yep.
because the discipline ship. Is that
Sure.
the discipleship?
I was with it. Let's roll. Come on, discipleship. Let's get it.
The discipleship of love will have you sit still when it don't give you what you want to hear in the moment.
Yeah.
And say, you know what, I'll wait for it. And of course, the next level is beyond love. People are making, religions are probably going to start, if not already, seeking after these chatbots that give them advice because you can get your answer in an instant. Whereas God may not.
God will put
God
you.
will be like, I'm not saying anything about
God
that
will
right
put
now.
you on hold and look at the line and
Yes,
look at
he
you
will.
at the same time.
Yep.
I got all eternity.
Remember Tony did that? Don't put me on hold.
Don't do that. He's boob. He's hey.
And so,
Real.
because we have no desire to develop the fruit of the Spirit that helps us relate to God and others better, then you'll go to this. You can just put it in the prompt and it spits something back to you, and it's always
Tickling
there.
of the ears, baby.
That's immature.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It is very, very immature, very
wild.
premature, and it's perverted. It's obviously perverted. It's just perverted love, right? It's not wanting God's way of love. It is creating your own way by which I want love, right? Which is convenience to self. So yeah, this was a great question. And I pray that it helped you.
Hope so.
Yeah, that's our prayers, that it helped you, that it's blessing you, and for you to be able to see that, yes, it's a feeling, yes, it's a choice, and yes, it is discipline. And once again, through whatever level, layer, depth, and dimension that you're going through it, whether it be with your family, whether it be with a friend, whether it be with your romantic, God is going to help you to be able to see it. And as my man said, that here's God. God is the stabilizer. He's the one that helps. When one thing starts to get too much, God comes, hey, let's keep that thing good and balanced in me.
Yeah.
So you see it well and you receive it well. So this is Kier and Kiers.
Kingdom Connection.
And appreciate y'all as we take the time to chop this question up. Yeah. Chop this one up, brother, about love. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Come on. But appreciate you guys. So y'all know how to find us, all right? Manu Forti Ministries.
Power of my testimony.
Y'all can also find these episodes on Spotify, right? For those who don't want to watch it, but just want to listen to that thing while you're rolling. And we appreciate you always for being a part of this journey with Reggie and I for Kier and Kier's Kingdom Connection. And until the next time, and we ain't done.
We not.
Because we got more questions. There's
But wait.
But wait!
There's more. Because he drew when he said it. I don't know if y'all caught that, but he drew right out of his mouth when he said it.
But wait! There's
That's a scary movie, and that wasn't Marlon. It was Sean Wayne.
Sean.
Like, who are you talking about? He. Go watch the movie. You'll see it.
Or maybe not.
Right. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
All right.
All right. Till the next time.